On behalf of TVLesson.com, I'm Dr. Laura Grashow, a licensed child psychologist here in South Florida. Okay, so let's talk about when parents disagree. I want to say that it's very actually healthy and helpful to have a disagreement in front of your child if you can compromise and work something out in a really civil way, because it shows children in a concrete way that certainly not all people and parents don't always agree on things, and that that's okay. If you can compromise and give in a little bit, if the other parent can compromise and give in a little bit, that's a real life example of how adults resolve conflict. So we can lecture our children all day long about how to share and how to compromise, but when we can actually enact it in front of them and have some success, it's really, really powerful. Because as I've said before, children are copycats and they are really modeling their behavior after our behavior. So again, I encourage parents, if they think that they can have an open disagreement and compromise and have a successful resolution to the conflict. If things are getting really heated though, and suddenly you find yourself hurling insults at each other, it's time to go work it out on your own. And it's okay to tell the children that this is something that mom and dad really need to go put their heads together and sit down and talk about it and work out in a calm way. So basically, if you can stay calm and cool enough, you can work out a conflict with your children present, and they may even want to give some input. If things are getting too heated though, take it to a private place and let the kids know that the two of you are going to work it out. Whatever you do, don't drag them into the middle of the conflict. A client of mine actually had a disagreement with one of her closest friends in the park, and her daughter and my client's daughter were very close friends, and they watched this whole thing unfold. And the two women really were able to successfully negotiate a compromise. Of course, they love each other and they care about each other, and it was really valuable that they were able to do this in front of their daughters. And now when their daughters have a conflict, they're able to reference what happened that day in the park, and it's really helped.